Chapter 4, Operating a Computer. Introduction to Operating System. Operating system is a very important part of a computer. It is an interface between computer hardware and software. It helps the user to get output from the computer. A computer is of no use without an operating system. Input device gives the input to CPU and CPU then process it and gives the output to the monitor. So students, you will come to know operating system is a very important part of the computer. All the parts of the computer are connected with software, hardware. They both are connected together with the help of operating system. Now how computer works? It takes the input, processes it and displays the result. Mac OS, Linux, Unix, Microsoft Windows, Android and iOS are some common operating systems. Desktop and its parts. As you all can see, this is the desktop. Desktop is the screen which appears when we switch on the computer. First of all, wallpaper. This background picture which appears on the desktop is called wallpaper. It is also known as desktop background. Icons. Icons are the small pictures or symbols that appear on the desktop. On the icons, on the desktop, icons represent a file. As you can see here, these are the files. These are the folders. There are icons of files, icons of folders and icons of programs as well. When we double click on them, they will open up like this. When I double click on any of the icon, it will open up. As you see, this icon opens up. Now next is Start button. The Start button is present at the bottom left corner of the screen. You can see here, the Start button is present. So it is on the extreme left of the screen. When we click on the Start button, a Start menu opens up. This menu is called Start menu. In some computers, Start is not written, then only this window. This is known as Start window. It is same as Start button. So when we click on Start button or the Start window, a Start menu opens up. Next is Taskbar. You can see this bottom line. Taskbar is the long bottom line. This long bar located at the bottom of the desktop. It has date and time. You can see here date and time, month displayed on it. Volume control button is also located on the taskbar. And if we minimize any of the program, it will also appear in taskbar. So you can see taskbar. This is the taskbar. Next is quick launch toolbar. The taskbar is divided into 3 sections. You can see this is the taskbar. This whole is the taskbar. It is divided into 3 sections. First, start button, the quick launch toolbar, and the clock. You can see here. So, quick launch toolbar is the section of taskbar. The quick launch toolbar is the section of taskbar near the start button, where we can have shortcut of the programs. You can see here near the start button, this is the start button, and this is quick launch toolbar, by which we can open any program very quickly. It can add shortcuts of the program. Now system tray. System tray is also located in the taskbar next to the clock at the bottom of the desktop. This is the clock. You can see this is the clock, and this is the system tray. It contains miniature icons for easy access. If I click here, it contains these miniature icons for easy access, such as printer, fax, modem, internet, volume, and more. You can see here, this is internet option, networking option, and I will show you the volume option also. This is the volume option of the system. We have to double click on it or simply right click on it to access it. Operations on the desktop. Changing the position of the taskbar. We can change the position of the taskbar to any of the 4 sides. Right side, topmost side, or left side. It is appearing on the bottom side of the screen, and we can move it to any of the side. So simply we have to click on empty side of the taskbar, right click, and move it. Now you can see it is coming on the right side of the keyboard screen. Now again right click and move it. It is appearing on the top, and now again right click and move it. It is appearing on the left side now. Now finally again right click and move it. It is appearing on the bottom of the screen. And now if I lock the taskbar cannot move from this side. Now selecting and deselecting icons. To select any of the icon, these are the icons. To select any of the icon, we have to simply click on it. You can see it changes its color. It is called selecting of the icon. See, it is selected icon. We have to only simply single click the left mouse button to select the icon. Now if we want to select more than one icon, what we have to do? There are 2 processes for selecting more than one icons, that are selecting adjacent icons and selecting non-adjacent icons. Adjacent means nearby one another. Means if we want to select one icon is this, then next icon, what we have to do? We have to simply select the first icon, then press shift key and down arrow key. You can see my each and every icon is selecting. All the icons I can select like this. Only adjacent icons, nearby icons can be selected by this way. Now selecting non-adjacent icons. Now example, I want to select first icon and the last icon. First icon and the last icon. What I have to do now? Now see, I have selected first icon and now I will press this control key. I will press this control key and then select the next icon. Now you can see my non-adjacent icons means icons far away from each other can be selected by this type. First of all, select one icon and then press control key and then select another icon on another position. So in this way we can select non-adjacent icons. Now next thing is changing wallpaper. We have to follow some steps to change the wallpaper. Wallpaper, again I will tell you, wallpaper is this desktop background. Background of the desktop is known as wallpaper. First of all, on this empty space of the desktop we will right click on this empty space. Options appear, a drop down list appear. Now the last option, that is properties or personalize. We will take the last option of properties or personalize. In this we will take desktop, and in this we can take any of the background pick. Any of the background pick we can select and apply. In this way my background or wallpaper is changed. I will show you one more time. On the empty space of the desktop, right click, then personalize option. A dialog box appear. Now in this we have to take this desktop background, then we can select any of the background and save changes. And when we close this window we can see our desktop background is changed. Now arranging icons on the desktop. How to arrange icons on the desktop? First of all, right click on empty space of the desktop, as we have done before also. In this empty space we will do right click. Now we will take view option. You can see view option. Here it is coming large icons, medium icons, small icons. Auto arrange. So we will take this auto arrange icon and it will arrange all the icons automatically on the desktop. If we want to see these icons according to our benefit, we can take this large icons. Now these icons are in a very bigger size. Again we can right click, view medium icons. It is medium sized, and we can also make it small icons. It is very small size. Generally we take auto arrange icons so that automatically each and every icon can be arranged through computer system. That's all for today. Goodbye.